Hello, my strong friends. I'm here with, I think you guys are all three tied for being the strongest men in the world.
Oh yeah.
Mark Smellybell, Alan Thrall, Silent Mike.
Like 305 bench.
Amazing.
That's up there.
It's unbelievable.
Screw you, Brian Shaw.
Make sure you check out their videos. We're gonna have on both Alan and Silent Mike's channels parts 3, 4, and 17. We're gonna answer some questions from the internet, our favorite place. We just got done training.
I think the internet needs like a lesson in question asking. Maybe we should do a video on that.
Some of these questions
How to
suck.
ask questions, yeah.
How to be a hook grip savage was one of them.
That was actually probably the best question ever.
It was so
I
weird.
want to be a hook grip savage.
I'm not sure. I don't know
That was
anything
at our
about any of
seminar,
that.
Big Sweats.
Yeah.
Really?
Someone asked Mark how to
Like
be a
very
hook.
seriously?
Dead serious. I want to be a hook grip savage.
And what'd you say? What's the answer to that
We didn't
question?
know.
You guys have to realize hook grip doesn't make anything easier.
Yeah.
Or anything harder. It's the same as doing alternating grip.
Yeah.
Cookie Callie asked, did you steal that hat from my closet? Mark.
That was a Vietnamese hat.
See it.
That's
Pretty,
pretty funny.
it's a pretty racist question.
Weirdest place you've whacked it / dumped?
Weirdest place you've dumped or whacked it?
I'm trying to think.
I once was at a cross country race, and if you ever go to them, you want to make sure that you don't have to poop. And I had to take a dump behind the start line, woods, and the start line's there, so there's like 100 people, and I had to go like 20 feet back because the porta potties were all full. So I had to do it. My mom was there, and she like had tissues so that I.
She was helping you?
She was. My mom is about it, bitch.
Wow.
Yeah,
like
that's pretty good.
she makes sure I'm good to go. Somebody asked, do you have any advice for someone who mostly has to lift alone? I love going heavy, but usually can't find someone to spot me.
I think there's a lot of ways to get strong without going heavy. Personally, I'm a huge proponent of like sub-maximal training. So off season or even beginning of my prep, everything's 65 to 80%. They're all in rep ranges that I can perform proficiently, efficiently, and without eating shit. Sometimes I think it's hard to get fired up, maybe, or something if you're all by yourself. But in terms of like spotters, I don't really need a spotter.
You can get, I used to train in my garage, and you can, every squat rack you get has safety spots for your squat, set it up, or even for your bench. It should be just a little lower in the arch, so when you collapse, it stops. So I think you're okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of options. You can do movements that allow you to go crazy without a spotter. Something like a pin press or a squat out of the rack with a squat off the pins, or any sort of deadlift. You can
Dumbbell work.
Yeah, there's a lot of exercises you can choose that you don't really need a spotter for, but I'd also just suggest including other people in your powerlifting mission and try to get other people into powerlifting and stop not having any friends. Get off the goddamn internet, stop being on Instagram, stop DMing my girl Meg Squats, and start being personable with people and start interacting, because that's how you're going to get stronger anyway, by rubbing elbows with some of the best.
Yeah. And I think that's exactly why I say strong friends. That's how it all started in my gym. We were all there lifting together, and that's what we did. We lifted, and then we ate together. And I think the easiest way to meet another lifter is to ask them for a spot. So if you are in the gym and you're not completely alone,
Or say, hey, want a donut?
yeah, highly recommend you to just try and make some friends, and that'll keep you more consistent with coming to the gym and more accountable to your own goals, especially if you have someone there who's like keeping an eye on you.
If you could train with anyone dead or alive, who would it be?
Like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. Michael Jackson?
Spar with him?
I don't know. I feel like that'd be pretty
I'd go,
fun.
Yeah.
I hate running, but I'd go with a jog with Muhammad Ali.
Oh, nice.
Mine would be my brother.
I'd wanna lift with someone who doesn't even lift.
What about
But
Marilyn
it's-
Monroe? She has like
Yeah.
those little dumbbells.
I wanna lift with someone who's super fucking famous. So then, clickbait, Marilyn Monroe is back from the dead.
What if like you got Babe Ruth in shape?
Yeah,
You're so
that's what
fat,
I'm
like
saying.
something like that.
You never know.
Stop eating those hot dogs and start
I
training.
think you out deadlift Wolverine.
What's the mental preparation like for your meets? Do you get nervous or anxious?
I'm an Instagram lifter, so
Insta lifter.
Do you get nervous when the camera's on you at all?
no, not at all. I get nerves in life, and I think you need a little bit of nerves at lifting. You know, I think a lot of athletes, I don't know who in particular said it, might have been Jordan or whatever, but they say like the day I don't get nerves before a game is the day I'm going to retire.
Yeah.
Because if you're passionate about it and you want to be successful and you have to put some kind of internal pressure on yourself, or external, but there's some kind of pressure to be nervous. So I don't really have like a psych up or a routine. I do listen to a lot of like Boys to Men and a lot of Bob Marley before my meet.
Is that to relax?
Yeah, just because meet's long, and I like to stay pretty calm in my training. So then I like to stay calm until it's like first or last, heaviest in the warm-up room, and then I'll maybe turn on like my loud hip hop or whatever. But yeah, I try to stay chill because your nerves are going to be there. You know, people are like driving to a meet on pre-workout and slamming fucking Metallica.
Yeah.
Like, you're got a 6-hour meet ahead of you. You should probably chill.
Yeah.
Have you ever brought Coke to a meet?
You drug addicts, Coca-Cola, good carbs, right?
I like to try to have fun with everything, so, you know, even though I get hyped up when I actually lift, try to fucking relax. It's going to be a hard day anyway. It's going to be a really long day. Recognize that you're going to be there for 8 hours minimum, and it's going to be a long day. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs. You might miss some lifts, might make some lifts, but you know, be there, and again, be personable, have fun. You might meet some friends. You might meet somebody local that could end up being a great lifting partner. You never know what you're going to get from some of these contests. So I just say try to be as positive as you can. Try not to be a dick, and try not to be so focused in on just yourself. It's good to, kind of as Mike was pointing out, listening to certain types of music to relax. You can also put your focus and energy in on some other people so that you're not as directly on the hook. You don't want to waste your energy with other people, but put a little time and energy into some other people, and it will kind of deflect what it is that you actually have to do for the day.
Do you think that now that you're famous, there's more pressure on you to perform well, and does that at all like weigh on your nerves? I feel like for me it has, just like ever so slightly. I've always gotten a little nervous,
Yeah,
but
we got eyes on you now.
I've kind of done the same thing where I'm like keeping it chill, keeping it relaxed. I trust my handler so much that all I need to do is show up on the platform, and whatever he puts on the bar is gonna go up for me. But
I love it. I can't wait. You know, when I get a chance to do 600 pounds again. When I tried 600 pounds the first time, I've never heard a powerlifting crowd react that loud. There's not even that many fucking people there.
Yeah.
And they were really excited. So I think by the time I try 600 again, I'll probably literally almost be in tears before I even do the lift. And I'm excited for that moment. I can't wait for it. I'm fired up. I want to give the crowd what they came to see. And I'm super excited about it. I just really can't wait for it to happen. It's not all the way till March, so I'm already just getting fired up even just thinking about it. I like having an audience. I like having a crowd in front of me, and it's just fun. And I fucking love this for the last 20 some odd years, and this is the end of the journey. So what's there not to like about it, you know?
I get nervous every time before a meet, but I think it means that you care.
Yeah.
You care about how you do. I've went to a couple of meets that it was like, hey, you want to do this meet with me? Sure. And I wasn't really nervous about it, and I didn't do that well because I didn't care about how I was going to do.
But you didn't put in like a 6-week or 8-week or 12-week cycle,
Yeah,
so you
exactly.
have no expectation.
Yeah, so I definitely get nervous, but I don't get afraid that I'm nervous, you know?
Yeah. I think fear and nervousness or anxiousness are all a little different.
Yeah.
A lot of people have fear, and then you're probably gonna miss some lifts.
Yeah.
I think that's a good video. Thank you guys
Yeah.
so much for watching. Make sure you check out everybody's YouTube channel here. They're all tied for strongest men in the world, so you're gonna learn some shit if you check out their channels. And thank you guys for being on mine.
Thank you, Meg Squats.
I'll see you guys in the next video.
Go back to New York.
Bye.